Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Sportsmaster / Chris Bell. Coming up, we got the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. In this final semifinal game before tomorrow's big final game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers, and it's all up next.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders are hoping to provide stability for each other starting in 2022. It's the 3rd team in 3 years for Wentz and the 4th starter in 4 years for Washington. The big thing with Wentz has always been staying on the field. And last season in Indianapolis, he played a full 17 games, leading the Colts to a 9-8 record and almost into the playoffs.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz. And oh, right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down at 10. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the 4th player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its 3rd straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position. And Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback.
He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalposts here. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, here's Gibson again. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down and 4, Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Logan Thomas was an interesting name to watch coming into 2021, but injuries limited him to just 6 games. If he can stay on the field, Washington really likes what he can do coming off of his breakout in 2020. There's a first down catch right there.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out. Package look. Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Wentz. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Robert Tonyan, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Shifts by him. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Randall Cobb. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Wentz now to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. 17 yards for Antonio Gibson. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. These two teams all tied after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, it's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Alex Erickson. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Gibson again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A give up the middle to Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. On the return, it's Rodgers. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Rodgers. That one into the hands of Watkins downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Wentz to throw.
Quick slant, Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Winston Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Going right back to Dotson.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Darnell Savage. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers to throw once more.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range at the 28.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And his throw is incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for Washington. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rodgers now on first down. Being chased out left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Make that payoff in points.
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Wentz. On the move to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback